The 2022 Honda CB1000R has been revealed. The neo-retro naked Roadster gets a few new features, a slight redesign, and a special black edition. The motorcycle has been revealed for international markets at the moment but will eventually make it to Indian dealerships later this year or early next year. Honda's CB1000R Black Edition is the sensible leader-class street fighter. Not for Honda are the wild excesses of a KTM 1290 Super Ducar or the Ducati Street Fighter V4. No, Honda seems to declaim with this bike, you don't need all the horsepower of a leader-class race replica. You need strong, balanced performance, good looks, and an attractive price. Then it proceeds to deliver exactly that. The only version of the CB1000R sold in the United States is the Black Edition, a midnight special dipped entirely in shiny carbon, set off with polished aluminum highlights on the wheels, engine, and footpeg brackets, and a stainless exhaust. The not-quite-classic coffin-shaped gas tank bears a retro-modern Honda wing logo that, if not for the red background, could have been salvaged from a mid-60s Super Hawk. The front headlight is retro-modern as well, a riff on a 7-inch round incandescent, except it's slammed back against the huge upside-down forked tubes, carries two distinctive rectangular LED reflectors surrounded by a light pipe halo, and flows at the top into the rectangular form of the full-color LCD instrument panel. It's a good-looking bike, traditional and modern at the same time, and one that often elicits unsolicited compliments. Powering the 2022 Honda CB1000R is a liquid-cooled, 998cc, inline 4-cylinder engine with a maximum power output of 143.4 bhp at 10,500 revolutions per minute and a peak torque output of 104 Nm at 8,250 revolutions per minute. A 6-speed gearbox drives the rear wheel via an assist and slipper clutch. Suspension duties are handled by an upside-down separate function fork, SFF, up front and a monoshock at the rear, both from Showa. Braking is taken care of by dual 310mm discs up front and a single 256mm disc at the rear, governed by a dual-channel ABS. The 2022 Honda CB1000R is expected to be launched in international markets later this year and in India shortly after. Powertrain, engine, transmission, and performance. The heart of the CB1000R is an updated and retuned version of the powerplant that first appeared in the 2004 CBR1000RR. It's a short-stroke, 75mm bore by 56.5mm stroke, 4-cylinder screamer that's been reworked for torque and equipped with the latest two-way slipper clutch for a light pull at the lever. Even so, the engine redlines at 11,500 revolutions per minute. On the dyno, it peaks at 121.8 horsepower, with a noticeable jump in the torque curve at 6,500 revolutions per minute. The gearing is substantially shorter than on the original CBR race replica, so that first gear tops out at about 72 miles per hour. Short gearing and 1,000 cc of displacement launch the bike hard with the front wheel effortlessly skimming the ground. Similarly, measured performance is strong, though far from exceptional for a liter bike. The CB sprints the quarter-mile in 11.1 seconds, traveling 128 miles per hour at the end. A dash from a stop to 60 miles per hour takes just 3.3 seconds, a time that's as much wheelie as power limited. That quarter-mile time and trap speed are a little quicker and faster than that of a Yamaha Mountain 9 SP, but behind that of the fire-breathing end of the leader-class Street Fighter spectrum. Fueling is smooth and predictable, with the engine producing a nice steady stream of power through the mid-range. It's this characteristic that makes the CB1000R such an enjoyable bike for both commuting and the occasional ride through the twisty